We're at Quaker Lane Bait and Tackle in North Kingstown, Rhode Island. My name is Neil. I bought the business from my father in 2021, and I've been working here the past 22 years since I've been in high school. North Kingstown's a suburb of Providence, Rhode Island. We're kind of between Providence and the South Shore of Rhode Island, where the beaches are. So Rhode Island being the ocean state, about 90% of our business is saltwater. We're a lot of freshwater access too. Lakes and ponds around here too, where a lot of people will fish. Some are stocked with trout, other ones hold bass, pickerel, perch. The shop got started before my grandfather bought it. It was a little Quonset hut. And then next year or two, they had saved up enough money to buy the location we're in now. And we've been here since then. My dad and his siblings all worked here growing up, and in 1989, my dad bought it from my grandfather, and he was here for 32 years when I bought it from him in 2021. It's kind of unique. I've got customers that are in their 70s and 80s that you see every once in a while, and then other people that moved away 20 years ago, 30 years ago that come back that say, oh, I remember coming here and the register was over here and the counter was over here, and then introduce yourself. Well, yeah, that was my grandfather, that was my dad when you were here. When I was younger, I did fish quite a bit. I'd go with my dad, with some of my friends' family, go out freshwater to local ponds all the time mostly, and then as I get older, saltwater fishing on people's boats. And here I think I was 11 or 12, and I've got a picture of myself holding this bass. I think it was like maybe 35, 40 pounds. It's kind of cool to see like people that might have been 10 years older than me were regular customers, and they were fishing with their fathers. And then now I see them, they're in their mid 40s, and like they're bringing their kids in now, teaching them the same thing. So you see like kind of a generational connection, just showing them fishing, introducing them to the sport. Definitely interesting range of customer because we have a little bit of everything here. I definitely say we have a diverse clientele, from people that have a 40-foot boat docked down in Point Judith or Wickford, to people from the middle of Providence, Worcester, north of Boston, that come down, that come to catch ground fish to feed themselves. The whole spectrum of fishing, especially saltwater fishing. There's nothing really like having regular customers, knowing them on a first name basis, and seeing like familiar faces, talking about fishing. There's not as many places you can really go and do that no matter what kind of industry you're in, but I think that's a big component of having a small business. Is you have your core customers who you see all the time. You get the feel and the atmosphere of why people like to come into a smaller place versus a big box. It's more a personalized experience, plus the service that we provide you can't really get at a bigger store, you can't get online.